What up, gamers? Hunter here, and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, let's continue the story here. We got Zhao here. Yo.
How does it feel to play the role of a warm-hearted person? I'm not warm-hearted. Just trying to get some good reviews to boost my performance. And helping out my new friends along the way. You're really getting into it. As your colleague, I would like to remind you not to forget about the task. The task? Do you mean from Tops or the boss? You're a cunning one. As Krampus's judge, whose orders do you truly follow? Whose will do you carry out? Can there be any other answer? I'm just joking. You're always so strict, Senior Zhao. I'll retrieve that thing myself. So, did my kind-hearted senior come all this way to lend me a hand? Lend you a hand? Even as colleagues, there has to be some sort of exchange. Since the boss allows my code of conduct, I won't act without the chance of receiving something in return.
So like we're talking about the boss. I thought Zhao was the boss. Wait, where was it again? Where is she? Yeah, from Tops or the boss? I thought Zhao was the boss. I guess of Krampus, maybe, but yeah.
Just as I expected. Don't worry. I don't intend to owe you a favor so lightly. After all, you are a meat-eating rabbit, Senior Zhao. Good. You understand. If you mess up your mission, cleaning it up will cost extra. You'd better start soon to avoid complications. I have no intention of giving up my own target, but I'll have to wait a little longer. Wait for what? Don't forget, when I checked its operation logs, I confirmed. It's the Purge Unit Type 0. Or in other words, the killing machine designed to suppress miasma.
So wait, is that what they're talking about? About what they're trying to get?
Haven't you also visited the place where Tops deployed it all those years ago and confirmed the truth, as you call it?
At these words, Dialyn lowers her gaze and her smile vanishes entirely. The scent of blood fills her mind, her gaze sinking into a cold, scrutinizing stare. Dialyn slowly walks through a stretch of long silent ruins within Lemnian Hollow alone. The silent rubble echoes with endless resentment and wailing in her ears. Is that Boniwei Shifu? Wait, I'm so confused. We were just like being helped by him, right? Yet Dialyn didn't really react in a way to that. I'm trying to think back. Yeah, so like Boniwei, like when she got all like I guess scared and stuff. When she got scared, I thought it was the effect of the Qingming sword, but I guess the presence of Boniwei Shifu triggers something in her. I'm kind of curious about this lore with Boniwei and Dialyn here. Cause yeah, it kind of makes him look like he's a bad guy. Oh, I just realized, is he the Purge unit? I'm guessing he was a, maybe an evil robot, but then he somehow got reformed into a martial arts master.
Get away! Get away! Retribution will come! It will! Beastly face! You're a monster!
Dying screams pierce her eardrums, like shards of glass scraping against her nerves. A blast erupts amidst the chaos, tinged with the smell of rust, and the sharp curse crashes to the ground, gouging a searing hole in her mind. Thick, vicious wails flow forward, and the half-words served by slaughter, like barbed anchors, drive deep into the listener's eardrums. When she closes her eyes, the voices of the dead clamp around the throat. turning into bruises that coil and spread until the sole listener seems to taste the blood in her own throat. Drawing herself away from recent memories, she lifts her eyes again, and the coldness that once swirled in Dylan's gaze is gone.
Don't worry. I'm not questioning the accuracy of your information, Senior Zhao. It's just that there's yet another thing to chase down. What is it? Earlier in the hollow, did you hear any strange sounds? Hearing the dying voices of people inside the hollow. Your ability certainly expands Krampus's intel network. The boss will use anyone as long as it benefits Krampus. And I've got no objections to that. But tell me, are you showing off your ability in front of me right now? Ow. Kinda hurts that my favorite senior is being so defensive with me. I'm not talking about the voices of the dead. It's my own voice. Huh? Your own voice? Mm-hmm. That's why I find it so interesting. Hearing strange sounds in the hollow isn't anything unusual for me. But hearing my own voice? That's a first. Could it be that I actually died a long time ago and forgot about it? And what stands before you now is nothing but a shadowless ghost. You should cut back on these lame jokes while you're on duty. I'll look into what you mentioned. Just remember, stay focused on the main mission.
Oh no, wait. No voice here. No problem. By the way, that poor Salute Mix idiot's I saved. What are you planning to do with him?
Saving him did make your entrance more believable, but anyone who takes credit for acting on their own is always unpredictable, and I don't like that kind of unpredictability.
Uh-oh. Okay, I thought they were about to spawn people in or something. Okay. Was it the miasma like just going away just now? After leaving the hollow with Baniwei Shifu and the others, Xiao Guang tells them everything that had happened. I finally managed to finish training in seclusion, only to find out that Shifu, my brother, Senior Fufu, and Senior Pan were all away from the temple. I was so bored.
Since I haven't been back here for so many years, I wanted to come and see it for myself. I thought, if it were you, you'd understand.
Fine. For now, Yishuan Shifu won't hear anything from me.
Really?
But you have to promise me that you won't put yourself in danger or use the Qingming sword. During the investigation, wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Banyue Shifu, you are the best!
By the way, what should we do with the Exaltist we captured? Should we hand him over to the defense force, or...?
We can question him a bit more first. But before that, Xiaoguang, there's something I need to tell you.
I have something I want to ask you, too. Since you spoke first, you go ahead.
Actually, Senior Ye, he didn't leave with Yishuan Shifu and the others. He told Xiao Guang about what you hid from her. Phew, I was gonna ask whether you've been keeping something important from me. You looked so nervous just now. I didn't expect it to be about my brother. Sure, I can be a little reckless and all, but my brother's always been discreet and level-headed. If he made a choice like that, there must be more to it than it seems. Since you're already looking into this whereabouts, let's go together and get to the bottom of this.
Shi Yuan has always been careful in what he does, but in case something has gone wrong this time, I'll help you with the investigation.
So, you're not angry?
At first, I was a bit angry when I sensed you were hiding something from me. But I'm also relieved you didn't continue to keep it from me.
I'm sorry, Xiaoguang. My sister and I were hesitant at first, but based on the information we have now, you deserve to know.
I understand. You were just worried I might act recklessly. But don't worry, I promise from now on, no more going behind your back. Please promise me you won't hide anything from me anymore, okay?
All right, I promise. Pinky swear.
I mean, so far, I don't think there's anything else for me to hide, so... I think we're good.
Pinky swear! Now, let's ask the others for more information.
Zhao Guang's expression returns to normal as she returns to the captured Exaltus.
The person you just mentioned, the one always with Sarah? Was it Yes Shu Yuan from Yunquei Summit?
Yes, that's him. Just some outsider who defected halfway through, yet Lady Sarah trusts him more than any of us.
Defected? Why did he defect? Do you know?
To meet the creator, of course.
Then, what do you need the ancient array for? Aside from searching for the array, are there any other plans?
Lady Sarah got her hands on some old beat-up book. Ever since she brought it back from some market in Phylum Heights, she's been obsessed. She ordered us to search for the array, said it's key to our audience with the creator. As for anything else, I've got no clue. I'm not that high up the chain. I've been busting my back all this time, never complained, never quit, and still, I'm worse off than some guy who used to be our enemy.
Why would my brother get involved with the Exaltists and take part in such a dangerous mission?
Perhaps he's already secretly contacted Yishuan Shifu and plans to wipe out the remaining Exaltists in one strike.
If that's the case, why would Shifu possibly keep that from me and my seniors?
Or perhaps there's a reason he didn't tell Ishuan Shifu?
In the vision I saw, Senior Yes said he wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. He also said before that he hasn't slept well since returning to Waifei Peninsula. Xiaoguang, do you know anything about this?
Nightmares. Has my brother been having nightmares again? Sorry,
Xiaoguang seems to have recalled something unpleasant. I should ask her about it later. I was just curious, and this info doesn't sound reliable. Let's focus on solid clues. Since Sarah went to the porcelain market, that's the best place to start.
I can come along tomorrow and help you all ask around. Consider it my way of thanking you. I want to be the one to hand these Exaltus remnants over to the defense force.
That's fine by me.
okay. Thank you, Ningqian.
A moment later, after parting with everyone, Ning Tuan doesn't hand over the person to the defense force as promised. What? Get out of here. Go far away and go and find yourself a new life. You're letting me go? Just who are you? Are you one of Lady Sarah's people? Did she send you to help me? You were played like a fool. Do you really think she cared for you? Played? What is that supposed to mean? That woman, she's too obsessed with the creator. There's no way you can trust her. Looks smart on the surface, but might just be another pawn being played like a fiddle. But I don't think that person will succeed either. They seem to be living for others too. Not worth my sympathy. What on earth? Pawn? That person? Someone who actually thinks I'm worth trusting. Whatever. Why am I even telling you all this? Just go. Forget about the Exaltus and everything that happened today. No need to thank me. I simply have no choice myself. So I wanted to try to giving you another choice. Ning Chuan's expression remains unreadable as he watches the stumbling yet light-footed figure disappear into the crowd. And over at the Suiban Temple, after a day of commotion, everything has finally settled into silence. So, by the way, Shifu and Xiao Guang knew each other from the way back then. Xiao Guang's far stronger than the ordinary person, and now, with Banwei Shifu, we should totally be able to guarantee everyone's safety. That'll make things way easier. About the Qingming sword, I'm still worried. Yeah, I get you. I mean, look what happened to Yushuan Shifu's sister, and all those sword masters that came before. Having your memories, senses, and even your life drained away, that's way too heavy a price to pay. But since Yushuan Shifu placed a seal on the sword case, she must have discovered more about the side effects of the Qingming sword. For now, let's just trust in Shifu. From now on, we should be more careful. It's best to avoid letting Zhao Guang get into any dangerous situations where she needs to draw her sword. Tomorrow's investigation. Hopefully we can find some clues. Yep, for sure we will. Alright, Zhao Guang's guest room is all set up. We reference Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis reports. The other seniors at the temple helped out a lot, along with Beeline and Bone Lion. Go and check on Xiaoguang. When we first came to Suiban Temple, Senior Ye and the other disciples were super sweet to us. Now it's our turn to give Xiaoguang the VIP treatment. Alright. And here's her room, I guess? The heck? Okay. I thought that was like another new playable NPC. Everyone pitched in to perfect the place. Hope you like it, Xiaoguang. Do you like the room? Anything else you need? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you well enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Qingyuan, like Junior Wise does. She told me you were really interested in our training at Yunpei Summit. Since we got this connection, we at Suibin Temple will naturally show you a proper hospitality. Thanks, Senior Xingwen. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier, so it'd be so much better if everyone were here. Then you can just stay here without worrying. You can just wait for them to all come back. Yeah, Jiaguang, make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Wise. Okay, then this is my little home in Feilum Heights now. You must be both exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Xingwen goes to rest. Everyone's so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. Don't worry too much, Xiaoguang. I'll help you find your brother.
Oh?
I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety, so please help me investigate. You worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. Good night, see you tomorrow. Night, see you tomorrow. Alright, let's go rest. Yeah, here's Belle. Yo. So, how'd Guang like the room? She said everything's good. She really likes it. Actually, I prepared some casual clothes for Zhao Guang based on Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis report. I gotta ask her to try them on whenever the right opportunity comes. Thank you, Fairy. Let's make it a surprise for Zhao Guang. Why does it sound like that'll be like a cosmetic for her? Yeah, but first we need to find out where Senior Ye went, or is. Sarah went to the Porsum Market, and since it's got something to do with some ancient tome, maybe you and Zhao Guang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Whatever, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Meanwhile, on the other side. So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue.
Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
Hey! Facing Sarah's gaze, Yeshiwen walks out of the shadows, his expression calm.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them.
He looks so cool, man.
Ever since I returned to Weifei, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
So what is this form? Tell me, why is it that after you erase my nightmare, I can't hide this form anymore? Though, I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state.
Just like what I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices to return to their purest state.
Now they're just aimless drifters, mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar? Who would would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about Sarah. Like, I'm just wondering what her goal is this whole time. I'm not really sure. I mean, if we're gonna base it on this, like, I'm just like reminded like of another game. Like, I might be misremembering like the motives, but there's this game called Tales of Berseria, where I think their goal is pretty much like, you know, for true peace, but that means there'll be like no violence at all, like just nothing. Like, I guess everyone will be like emotionless. I don't know if it was that game or maybe another one. But yeah, I assume it's maybe something like that here, where like she might have good intentions, but you know, it's gonna be a very soulless world if that's the case.
I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied.
Okay. I think that's kind of new. The arrow of time shall be stilled, so I guess not only does she want to, I guess, just end, like, she wants to bring world peace to its, like, purest form, but also, like, make time, like, still as well.
When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen. The arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness. Look at this world. Birth and death, love and hatred, power rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon, just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
The night grows heavy, and deep within Lemnian Hollow, something unknown is stirring in the darkness. What is this? A mysterious Big Boo is there, standing alone in the shadows. Is this an Exaltus Big Boo? Or a sacrifice Big Boo? I don't know what this is. Its little hands are clasped together as if it's praying.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer.
It even talks too.
Very soon, salvation will come.
A night of uproar and secrets silently sinks into the deep darkness as morning light spills across the land. Sweeping Temple welcomes a new day in Ning Twin, who brings news for everyone. I went to Portsu Market this morning to ask around. Ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. An ancient tome? What kind of tome was it? Not sure yet. Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job, so he recommended it to one of his old customers who's obsessed with collecting antique books, Wagner Biao. I got his address, so we can try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Let's go ask first. We'll give it a try together. Alright. I'll go here. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to say earlier, but you know, there was like dialogue after dialogue that I kind of forgot what it was. But here we go. The Emma-Spear here somehow it doesn't seem very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tops's new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
You know what's interesting? I don't remember ever seeing like the old NPCs in these cutscenes here, like the animations and all. Like normally I would see like the adult male and female, but not like the old person, like the old people.
Times have changed. It's all about evidence.
It's like, yeah, I recognize that pose for the adult
Come to
female.
your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you.
So like even the old people have their own unique animations too, I guess.
When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
But yeah, I don't know if that's like new animations or if it's actually the adult male animations, and I just don't recognize it. The arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right? I'm doing great. 3 days.
Oh no, I think that's the
Expect me to
adult
clear out
male.
decades of collection in
I recognize
3
that
days.
animation too when they're looking down. Okay. I guess it's just I never seen it with the old people, because I don't really see the old people in these cutscenes.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions. Go away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
Alright, let's go talk about it. Talk about bad timing. Bargner Biao's pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dialyn, what are you doing here?
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. Top's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases. And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
You briefly tell Dialyn about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue.
Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dialyn quickly returns, waving something in her hands. Alright, it's done. This Bargner Biao is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind book, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us. Oh. Cryptic ancient tome. A heavily worn and mysterious ancient tome with pages stuck together from moisture damage. Its edges are tattered and the pages torn, making many crucial sections hard to decipher. From what's just barely legible, the tome appears to document unverified legends about the arrays related to absorbing miasma and suppressing evil.
Dialyn, how did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dialyn. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
How did I do that?
Exactly what I did. It will remain a secret, but look, I've solved this big trouble for you, got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process.
Knowing the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we've been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Deal?
Thank you, Dialyn. You're so kind.
Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
No. Even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. Brogner Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually worked it or not, well, that's another story. Hearing this, Jagwong perks up. This is a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the tome, let's head back to Suiben Temple and discuss it there. Jagwong seems to have just remembered something. Should I ask now, or wait until we're alone?
Senior Xiaoguan, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something so heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Wi-Fi, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much. Just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy.
So that means, with the brother. Okay. I'm guessing the brother is like way older then, if he's able to remember all that stuff.
My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents... did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Banyue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans, since I was leading the rootless life. Entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yushuan Shifu was the safer choice.
半月师傅, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Banyue Shifu. Wise, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Wi-Fi has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel.
Quotations truth.
It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
At those words, both Shengguang and Banyue fall silent. Dwelling on the past is getting too heavy. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Xiaoguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Banyue lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more. Are you about to see him, like, I guess, murder people? Like what we saw with Dialyn?
Please.
Oh.
Please. Our 2 children are still so young.
Oh, those are the parents.
I wish I could see them grow up and not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyue back from his silence into the present. Dang.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
I kind of want to see more of that. I don't know if he was about to, like, you know, take them down or something, like, execute them.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Like, was he about to save them? But yeah, it makes it seem like, you know, he did something very bad so far with Banyue. Like, it's a bit suspicious. Their existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps blank. In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine, observing the celestial blank changes. They knew miasma blank would converge blank during the during the peak of celestial blank. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma to restore the world to blank. With this array complete, the tough evil is subdued blank blank yet blank. To summon blank blank desire to away blank power blank blank array core blank willing sacrifice as the key blank. Sincerely, Dev blank. Okay. Willing sacrifice. Is that also like referring to the sacrifices too? Or are they talking about like the Qingming sword? I guess in a way because it consumes people like that as a sacrifice or what? Though we leave this method, if blank blank descends, the consequences are unpredictable. After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait, going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So you think we should reach out to the people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does.
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunkuei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Sealoom Bay area. Don't worry. Some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Sealoom Bay. They might have some information about the array. Sealoom Bay. I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set. Sounds good to me. Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Alright. Let's go talk to them. Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. It's been years since you faced the past. You must be feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ningqian and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down already, right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kind of nervous. Hey, does that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? Looks like it's the person that we saved earlier. Let's start by asking him. Alright, sure. Oh, it's up there, okay. Thought he was downstairs. Alright, let's go ask. Oh. It's about the music? Okay, my bad. It's you guys, the ones who saved me. So it is you. You feeling better? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends, I was just about thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right. We're just glad to see you're safe and sound. But we're here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. Ask about the array and the rumors regarding deities. Arrays? Divine? Deities? Why is it always... My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some who'd just move into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. They were always asking the old timers at the mine about stuff from way back then. Seems like they're digging for info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remember there was this guy who spoke did real nice, and a woman who was always smiling. They even helped in my old man's illness. Treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they s- even once they even said something about making progress on whatever they're doing. And then, well, then everything went south. Didn't didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Besides, the array. Do you remember any other details about the time of the ancient incident 10 years ago? Any detail would help. Other details. There is something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot these really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. Nice looking white flowers. You've seen something like that before too. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where my folks worked it, back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too, no trace of miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened, and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived. Some move far away. Others relocated here, and well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my saviors, so I might as well be honest. Someone else, um, hasted? I'm guessing the H is not intentional. Someone else asked me about that array stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me to not breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff, and you couldn't let more people get caught up into it. Young man, could it be Senor Ye? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in UK Summit training attire? Huh? No, he was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous, too. If you hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. Ah, so it wasn't. No, it is him. He's changed his appearance now. Don't feel down. We still made good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Just then, Ningqian's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ningqian being held up by someone? Let's go check it out now. But no, we'll check it out next time, guys. But yeah, man. So far with the story, I'm kind of curious about the whole thing with Bonnie Shifu. It's just, you know, they're making him out to be like a bad guy. Yeah, Dialyn here. Like, I wonder what's going on with Bonnie Shifu. Even his flashback just now, like, I'm just wondering what is that all about, because it does seem kind of like scary and a bit crazy. Yeah, by the way, I don't know, a part of me does want to get him. What is it like for the banner right now? 15 days? And how much do I got with the pulls? I mean, that's probably gonna guarantee me to get it. What is this signal search thank you gift? Oh. Wait a minute. So like if you spend enough, I didn't even know about this. Like I remember the outfit, like I've seen that before. I didn't realize you gotta spend if you want to get it. Oh wow. Well, like I'm not really into it, so I think I'm just pretty much fine, you know? Oh, we got Dialyn's intro here. Yeah, like I guess for me, I just don't really care much about it, so I'm pretty much like, okay. Well, yeah, 15 days. Now, you know what? I think I'll just save up. Like, I think for me, I might skip out on the entirety of, you know, the Waifu Peninsula people. Just because, you know, I like to make lore teams. I mean, the only one I have right now is the Kung Fu Panda guy. That's pretty much it. I feel like I'm not really close to making, like, you know, a lore team, like, fully. I spent pretty much everything on the Obol squad, so I guess I can just keep it there for now. But yeah, you know, I'd rather wait for that other unit from PubSec. I know apparently there's a new one coming up, so I might get that person instead. I feel like that'll be way better for me to make my lore team since I already got the PubSec people. Anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and end it here. That'll be for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good